Come on, Chiefs Kingdom. I'm still buzzing from Saturday's big game. Not only did this win keep us undefeated at home this season, it also secured our spot in the AFC Championship game for the 7th consecutive year. Man, that's awesome. I have something shocking to share with you today. Coach Andy Reid has made it clear that he is hungry to win the upcoming matchup against the Buffalo Bills. I personally believe we will win. If you believe so too, hit that like button hard. If possible, comment something like this: "Come on, Chiefs. Let's win the Super Bowl." Now, let's look at the latest injury updates straight from head coach Andy Reid. Coming off Saturday's 23-14 divisional round win over the Houston Texans, Reid spoke to the media on Monday to shed some light on two key players, cornerback Jaylen Watson and wide receiver Mecole Hardman. And let me tell you, these updates could have a big impact as we head deeper into the playoffs. First up, Jaylen Watson. You may recall that Watson suffered a broken ankle in Week 7 against the 49ers. Well, Saturday marked his long-awaited return to the field, and according to Reid, the results were encouraging. He really came out of the game feeling good, Reid said. He emphasized that Watson was fresh and showed no signs of the swelling that plagued him early in his recovery. Not only was Watson able to sustain a high level of play, but he also looked comfortable out there, a huge boost for our secondary as we face some of the league's best offenses in the coming weeks. Next up, let's talk about Mecole Hardman. Hardman has been dealing with a knee injury since Week 14, which has led to him being placed on injured reserve. He was designated to return from IR on January 1st, but the clock is ticking. If the Chiefs don't activate him by 3 p.m. Arrowhead time on Wednesday, Hardman will remain on IR for the rest of the season. When asked about Hardman's status, Reid kept things cautious. "We'll see how it goes here. I haven't made any decisions on that yet. But he's worked hard to try to get back and get going, but we'll see how all of that works out." For a player like Hardman who brings speed and versatility to our offense, his availability could be a game changer. Having him back on the field would open up the playbook even more for Patrick Mahomes, and let's not forget how dangerous Hardman can be in the return game. But it's clear the team is being careful to avoid rushing him back too soon. So, Chiefs Kingdom, it's your turn. What do you think? How big of an impact would Watson and Hardman have as we continue this playoff journey? Now, let's talk about Travis Kelce, one of the greatest tight ends of all time, a Kansas City legend, and a big part of the reason we're chasing history with a shot at 3 straight Super Bowl wins. But here's the thing, some headlines are starting to suggest that Kelce could be a problem for the Chiefs going forward. Crazy, right? Let me break it down for you. Kelce is coming off a season that hasn't exactly been what we're used to from him. Sure, 97 receptions, 823 yards, and 3 touchdowns seem solid, but for Kelce, those numbers mark his lowest output since 2015. And while he's shown us he's still got it, like that electrifying performance against the Texans in the divisional round, where he racked up 117 yards and a touchdown, there's something else looming in the background: his contract. Here's what's stirring the pot. According to Bleacher Report, Kelce could be a potential salary cap casualty for the Chiefs. His contract is structured in a way that if he were to opt out or the team decided to move on, Kansas City could save $17.3 million in cap space. That's money that could be used to secure another top-tier player. And let's face it, as much as we all love Kelce, the NFL is a business, and decisions like this are never easy. Kelce signed a 2-year, $34.25 million extension during the 2024 offseason, keeping him under contract through 2025. Next season, he'll have $19.8 million against the cap. With the league's salary cap projected to rise to $265 to $275 million in 2025, that's a hefty number, even for someone as talented as Kelce. Here's where it gets interesting. Kelce has hinted at retirement a few times this season. If he decides to call it a day after this playoff run, it could actually work in the Chiefs' favor from a financial perspective. But let's be honest, can you imagine this team without number 87? His connection with Patrick Mahomes, his leadership on and off the field, and his ability to make those game-changing plays when it matters most, that's not something you can easily replace. So, Chiefs Kingdom, here's the question: what do you think? Should the team start planning for a future without Kelce, or is this talk about him being a problem overblown? Let's talk about what we learned from Saturday's 23-14 win over the Houston Texans at Gayha Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Not only did this win keep us undefeated at home this season, it also secured our spot in the AFC Championship game for the 7th consecutive year. That's right, this is the Chiefs Invitational, and we're just getting started. Patrick Mahomes once again proved why he's one of the greats, improving to an incredible 7-0 record in divisional playoff games. He's now tied with Joe Montana for second most postseason wins by a starting quarterback with 16. Next stop, catching Tom Brady's record of 35 wins. Let's talk about the Mahomes-Kelce connection because it was chef's kiss vintage. Kelce had a game with 7 catches for 117 yards and a touchdown. That 13-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter? A thing of beauty that gave the Chiefs some breathing room at 20-12. With that performance, Kelce extended his playoff streaks to 15 games with at least 5 receptions and 14 games with 70-plus receiving yards. Those are the longest streaks in NFL postseason history. The man is a living legend, and we're lucky to be a part of it. While Mahomes and Kelce were cooking, it wasn't all smooth sailing for the offense. They started out rusty, which, let's be honest, wasn't surprising given the rest of Week 18 and the first-round bye. On the opening drive of the game, after a 63-yard return by Nico Remigio and a penalty on Houston that put us in prime scoring position, the offense stalled and had to settle for a field goal. Against tougher competition next week, we'll need a faster start. The receiving corps also left a lot to be desired. Outside of Kelce and rookie wide receiver Xavier Worthy, no one stood out. Worthy made some key catches, but DeAndre Hopkins, Hollywood Brown, and Juju Smith-Schuster were quiet. If we're going to raise another Lombardi, the receivers need to bring their A-game next week. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the run defense. It's a concern, and it showed against Houston. The Texans rushed for 149 yards, averaging 5.1 yards per carry. Joe Mixon did whatever he wanted with our front seven, including a 13-yard touchdown run that cut our lead to 13-12. Whether we're going to stop Baltimore's rushing attack or Buffalo's top 10 rushing game, this has to be fixed. Spagnuolo's team will need to step up, or it could be a long day for the defense. That said, a win is a win, and this team knows how to beat them. The question now is, how do you feel heading into the AFC Championship? Can the offense find consistency? Will the defense step up its run game? Now, let's talk about what's happening in the kingdom. The city is buzzing with excitement as we prepare to take on the Buffalo Bills this Sunday. Chiefs fans are out in full force, transforming Union Station into a red and gold celebration with photo opportunities in the Grand Hall. People from all over the country are flocking here, proving once again why this is the largest fan base in football. Kansas City resident Sean Burnham summed it up perfectly: we're the biggest kingdom. The fans will be there in 0-degree weather supporting the team. That's dedication. And Chiefs Kingdom isn't just local, it's far and wide. Courtney Bissinger traveled from South Dakota, and to her, the sense of family here is unmatched. The community is incredible, she said. Meanwhile, Nabi Casey and her son flew in from Washington, D.C., continuing the tradition of supporting the Chiefs in person during the playoffs. Kansas City is worth it, the Chiefs are worth it, and he's worth it, she shared, pointing to her son, a die-hard fan. With kickoff just days away, anticipation is sky high. The confidence in this team is undeniable. As Burnham said, I have no doubt the Chiefs will beat the Bills and make it to another Super Bowl. What about you? How confident are you feeling about Sunday's matchup? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for the latest Chiefs news. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Chiefs!